forward to this, man. You know, one of my greatest, most inspiring songs is I'm not going to mention the title. I want you to take a look at this clip. Take a look at this.
Ejo nyamiye, oye, oye, oye pa. Ejo nyamiye, oye, oye, oye pa.
Oye, oye, asem papa de mati say yesu yoto ampa. Ejo na miye, oye, ampa. Oye, oye, oye. Asem papa de mati, oye, oye, asem papa de mati say yesu yoto ampa. Ejo na miye, oye, ampa. Oye, 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 umaya tokase. Oye, 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 oye. Mikro sorry, not to joke. Say oye, oye, enjoy the day. Oye, ampa. Oye, 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 umaya tokase. Oye, 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 oye. Mikro sorry, not to joke.
Well, it's one of my favorite, and guess what? I am so in love with this song that when I met this gentleman who introduced himself and said, I wrote this piece, I'm the composer of this piece, I fell in love with him, man. The writer, the director, the composer of OYE is right here with us. Put your hands together. Show some love for Mr. James All right. Mr. James Varick. My goodness, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, sir.
I love this song. You know, this is one song I can't control myself. You know, wherever they play it, I have to dance. You know, and when the day I met you, he says, I composed this song. You were my hero.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
How does it feel, man? This is like one of the biggest. You know, how does it feel to be behind this song?
I feel so good. You know, I've been composing for a long time,
wow.
And I have a number of compositions. But out of it all, I don't know, OYE became the favorites of everybody, and as well as the president, and everybody.
Yeah, that's the president's favorite song.
And it feels good. It feels good.
Yeah. But like you said, you've been composing many. What are some of the songs that you've done?
Oh,
that's you too. Wow. And so, how long ago did you do it? It's been...
It was in 2009.
2009?
Yeah, that's long ago.
Wow. What, I want to find out more about the creative process. I mean, what, you came up with the words and then the tune comes, or you come to the tune. How
Compositions can come from anywhere, and most of the time, personally, I want to write when I'm convinced I want to write. I use personal experiences of others and myself, basically. I don't want to write based on my studies from school. I am a music student. I teach music as well. And OYE came in 2009 when I was in Atlanta, Georgia. In fact, some time ago, we all decided to leave the shores of this country, greener pastures, they say. But something happened, and for so many months, I was not working. I was just home. And I had a ministry here in Ghana too, that I had left to be in Atlanta, and people were calling, James, when are you coming? I was going through a lot of frustrations, whether to come back, stay in Atlanta.
To stay there?
Yeah, so many.
Where were you sitting in Atlanta?
Atlanta, Georgia. I was in Lawrenceville.
Okay.
I was in Lawrenceville for close to 9 months, and finally I decided to come home. And I think that's my praise song. Oh yeah, God has been good.
Really?
And I've never regretted coming back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you were writing Oye, did you even dream that it was going to be this big? What was going through your mind? It was just something you loved that you were writing.
Exactly.
You didn't see it taking off like this.
Not at all. Because I've been writing music and I've been
yeah.
writing many music for the choirs, and it ends up just in the church, and
Yeah.
nobody knows who's behind it, and that's all. And so
What-
was just going to be one of them.
Yeah. What do you think was the magic in this? Is there anything you can put your hand on, or?
I think the test is quite simple, and everybody can associate with the goodness of God. And Oye simply means he's good.
It's good. It's
and
well.
everybody
Yeah.
can identify with it. Whatever your situation, I know you can identify with it. I think that's the magic. And also the recurring rhythm, Oye, and it's quite simple. That's what I think.
That's what you think the magic is.
Maybe I can do a research to know why people like it. But for now, I think the test and the rhythm, everything is quite simple, and people like it.
Have you tried to do something in thinking consciously? Let me see if I can beat Oye, or you're just doing what you love to do. Have you used it as a
Yardstick.
as a yardstick? Yeah.
I have done that, and I've written many songs after Oye. But it seems
Still Oye
yeah, the people love Oye. Even if they sing, even among the choirs, when they perform this new music, they love it, yes. And after that, they will still request Oye. You know, me kasa obintiasie, mi soria obintiasie, masay obintiasie, me ko na mini miya minya, besides so nimia Matthew. That's my song also. They will sing it, and after that they will conclude with Oye. So I guess Oye is my biggest, and I hope to beat it, but it's not been easy.
It's not been easy, man.
Yeah.
Wow. As a musician, coming from the background that you have, who do you listen to? Do you have specific people that you listen to that you get that inspiration from?
Sure, the classical masters, Handel, Beethoven, and Mozart, all of them have been an inspiration. And also here in Ghana, where I always say that Ghana is blessed. In Africa, Ghana is blessed. We have a lot of composers, music composers. Only that we know their songs, but we don't know them. It's because the choral music is not like popular music where the artist records the music and you know that, oh, this was done by Shatawale. But for choral music, we write the songs and the choirs will sing. You go to church and you know that if I mention a song like Asida, you know the song, but you don't know the composer.
Yeah.
So we have so many music.
Okay.
And unfortunately, choral musicians in Ghana are popular in the Francophone countries.
Really?
In Ghana, yes, sure.
They are known there?
Very, very well.
Wow.
For myself, the first time I went to Ivory Coast, I had an official program there. And I was greeted by more than 300 people at the airport. They were waiting for me.
Really?
Because James Varick is coming to town.
Really?
And,
wow.
Yeah, that's funny. It's because they don't have a lot of musical composers as we do here. And what they do is to translate all the songs we write here and sing in French.
Okay, so Oye is in French?
Yes.
Really? Oh, I'd love to hear
Only
it.
that I can.
You can't sing it.
I can't sing it in French, but they do it in French and even other local languages. Yeah. In Ivory Coast, they do it in Hebreu. I've heard the choirs singing Hebreu as well as French. So, Oye is trending small.
So you teach music now?
Yes.
How far back does your music, your love and affiliation with music go? When you kid, when did it start?
I was playing the keyboard at church by 10 now.
By 10?
Yeah, sure.
Your father or mother, anybody musically?
My father, my mom, they are choristers.
Oh, they're all choristers?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And actually, my mom taught me how to read the tonic sofa.
Really?
The tonic sofa.
Who's your mom?
She's late now.
Okay.
And, wherever she is.
Yeah.
I thank her.
And your dad?
He's still alive.
He's alive.
Yeah. He's in Winnipeg now. He's growing, so he's resting home.
And you have a choir?
Yes, the harmonious choral. If I don't call it a choir, I call it a ministry.
Oh, so the harmonious choral. I've been to Joyce Ayi has a concept with the harmonious chorale. That's them, or that they're different?
The same choir.
The same.
In fact, Dr. Joyce Ayi is executive chairman of the harmonious chorale.
I see.
You know, I am the founder and the executive director.
Okay.
Yes.
And Dr. Joyce Ayi is the executive chairman?
Yes, of the harmonious chorale. And she's the mother to the choir. In fact, she's one person who has promoted choral music in this country. For the past 10 years of the choir's existence, she's been so wonderful to us. And other choirs, she spends a lot on the choirs, making sure that choral music doesn't go into extinction. But our music is rising, I'm telling you, choral music is rising. Currently, we have more than 300 youth choirs in the country. And
really?
That's good.
Winneba seems to be a strong base for choral music, or is it that the few I know come from Winneba?
Winneba, yes. Winneba. We've had so many musicians from Winneba, myself from Winneba. And it will interest you to know that I was the organist for the Winneba Youth Choir from the year 2000 to 2007.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I see.
Yes,
I see.
When I left Winneba, I didn't want to form a choir. I just wanted a quiet life. But it happened that Harmonious Choir came to mind and we started it. So that's my new ministry.
How big is the group?
We're about 70 in full numerical strength. But normally on stage we do about 50 to 55 because we go through strict selection for our performances. Yeah.
So when you're going to perform, then you have to break it down like from 70 to 50 people? Yeah.
And we have a keyboard orchestra of about 5 players. And,
What's your average day like when you get up? How much time do you sit down creating music, or when does the music hit you? Do you have a special time that you sit and say, let me get into my music?
I mostly work at night because that's when someone will say so normally I don't sleep early. And people call me nocturnal, but that's not true because I have my own time of sleeping. And usually I write in the night, because when there's some quietness and some peace, you're able to be more creative. And any idea that comes to mind, even in the day, I just put it. Either I write, sometimes keep it in the head.
Where do you get ideas from? Is it like hearing anything, or there's what inspires you with an idea?
I think people's stories and myself. You know, I told you I lost my mom a bit early, and I think life is not easy, but with God it's possible. So when people tell me their stories, I just recently I wrote a piece. Then I mean to me, someone was talking to me about all the troubles he's going through, and I just assured him I believe God can do all things. I went home, started thinking about it, and within 2 days, the song was completed. So that's comes like that.
Being a musician, so as you're writing the song, is this you start with the words and then find a tune to back it, or you actually doing the tune as you're writing it?
Thank you. It depends on what kind of music I'm writing. If it's European, if it's in the European vein, like English, I should say, it's easy to get the melody and then you can have the text to accompany. But African music is quite troublesome and not like that. There's something what we call test and tune.
Test and tune?
Test and tune. I mean, the test should be the same as the music. If I say something like nyami yodo, and if I write a melody that goes like nyami yodo, the test is not in sync with the music. But so the music should follow the test. So I would write the test first, I would compose the test first, and then I think about the music. It's easier that way.
I see.
So if I have to nyami yodo, the music will flow. But if I happen to nyami yodo, it doesn't go. I mean, when you listen to it, the language is distorted already. So it's not like the European language that's based on stress. I mean, I decide where to put my stress on. But
I'm not listening to you. I'm trying to find out what is approval, what's approved and what's not, because what nyame yodo. I mean,
and so you say a song like OYE.
Yeah.
The people love it because it is in sync with their language. OYE, 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 because the word is OYE, and it's not OYE. So if I had written OYE, OYE, naturally the language is distorted, sorry.
Okay.
And that's what I'm talking about. And this idea was introduced by Professor J. Chinketia way back in the 50s. And he had to, in terms of melody and also the rhythm. I mean, language comes naturally to the African with rhythm. I say, what is saying? And I decide to write a music. Whoa, what is saying? And you see, the language is not in sync with what I'm saying. So the African language has a duration. My bo asum is distorted. We don't speak like that. So I need to take into consideration all these things before writing.
I see.
Music,
So J. Chinketia did like major research on this thing?
So much into it.
Wow.
And other musicologists have done.
I see. Because people like us, we're just listening to the music. We're not aware of these intricacies that have gone in to make it so. Sure. Wow. So what's some of your great music greats? J. Chinketia, I'm talking about Ghana.
Ifrimamu, J. Chinketia, Kofi Agau, and New Lavanan, Mississippi is the founder of the Winneba Youth Choir. At Samasai Bediako, Ken Kafui. Ken Kafui, he taught music at the Chimota School for a long time. And he composed Meda Akwe Namau. And I don't know if you know that song, but fine. And so, but we have J.Y. Sechibedu is a composer of Asida, but we don't know him. So,
I know the song, but
exactly, because we write it for the choirs. And with time it takes over and everyone knows it, but we don't know who is behind it. I think that's what we are doing now. For Salt and Light Ministry, what they're doing is having an evening with composers. So in the night we feature about 20 songs from one composer, just to make people identify with the one behind the music. And that is going well.
Fantastic. And in your private life, if one is no music, what else are you doing?
I do music. Music is everything.
Really?
Yes. Fortunately, I was also trained in theatre arts at Legon. I did music and theatre arts for BFA at Legon before I did an MPhil in music. But so I love movies as well.
What's your favorite movie?
Hindi movies. Hindi movies. I love Hindi movies. American is one, and Amitabh Bachchan, they are my favorite actors.
Really?
When it comes to the choral, the Ghanaian scene, I love. I used to love like Kuma Hood movies, but not anymore. I used to.
Why? What made you stop?
I think when I start watching, it's like a story I already know.
So if they're able to create new angles to attract you again.
I think the problem is the story writers and also maybe the directors. They are not so creative. They don't spend time writing stories. So it's like once you start watching, you know, Papa will ever far.
You can tell that.
You can tell what is going to happen. And they count on the actors to make it interesting. For instance, Lewin, for instance, he's being abused. Every movie, whether a bank manager or they think he can make it a nice movie, but someone needs to create the comedy situations for him so he can do it better. But you just leave it because you know Lewin is funny and he's going to make it. You make Lewin pastor, Lewin bank manager, Lewin, and you abuse him, and he will be limited at a point, and he will not be funny.
Well, I hope they are listening, because you know they really sometimes you get to a point where you take the audiences for granted. Oh, let me put them there, but they are not aware that people get a little wind out. I mean, if there's only so much of one person you can take, unless you create different.
Exactly. Exactly. People like you can alert them on such unfortunate happenings. Maybe they'll take it from you.
We have all. They don't listen names.
As well.
As well. Oh, but this is so great. And your personal life, were you married? You're single?
Yet. I'm single.
Oh, wow. So are you in the market?
Not really.
Not really?
I'm well taken.
You're well. Oh, wow. Great. So in the future, what are we to expect? You still on music, or you have other interests that are...
In fact, all my interest is music. I want to see Ghana music go beyond the borders of Africa. Now we are doing so well, and Ghana music, choral music is accepted everywhere. But I think we have a future. We have a future with composition, with choirs and everything. Fortunately for my choir, we are representing Ghana this July in South Africa for the World Choir Olympics.
Really?
And
so it's like a world...
a festival for choirs.
Fantastic.
And, it happens every year. I mean, we've had Nigerian choirs been there for over 3 or 4 times. So it's the first time a Ghanaian choir.
This is the first time?
This is the first time a
Really?
Ghanaian choir is
Fantastic.
featuring. And it will be wonderful.
Fantastic.
It's a competition. We assure the Ghanaian public that we will win something big.
Fantastic. Show some love, man. Show some love. Well, thank you so much, man. I mean, OYE is it, man. I'm also looking forward to whichever song will go near to OYE, but it's fantastic. And hey, what can you say? It's the president's favorite, you know. So, have you spoken to him personally?
I've met him a few times.
Okay.
And, he appreciates the music. He
Yeah.
tells me, congratulations, thank you. But maybe you are waiting for the. I believe will come at the right time.
Definitely will. Definitely will.
The people meet me all the time and say, James, this is a president song. I'm waiting for my cat. I say the ball has not come. So when the ball comes, I'll give you.
It will come. Yeah. Cheers one more time. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show